Hello, I'm Stuart Blore and I'm carp fishing this week, and I'm kicking off with session 1 on a small pool that I have fished before. I haven't blanked. Mind you, I've never had multiple catches, so it's not a runs water. The swim that I am in, it's a nice swim, overhanging trees, and particularly at this time of the year where they start to come into leaf, they give that extra cover for the fish. So I've got one bait off one tree and the other off the second tree. I'm hopeful, of course. That's what I always say, you have to be confident when you go fishing. I'll show you my baits a little bit later on, and hopefully we'll get some fish action. Well, talk about April showers. I think we've got April downpours today, but I'm not complaining. I've just had my first fish. I didn't think it was a carp, actually. I didn't have a screamer like you normally do. In fact, the alarm went off a few times, quite lazily really. The line moved a little bit, the tip moved slightly, so I thought that I'd got a roach or a rudd or a small bream on there. So I made my way down, lifted into the fish, and lo and behold, it was a carp. Not a big one, perhaps about 5-6 pounds, something like that. But of course, very welcome, because it means that I'm not a blanker. And as always, you can only catch what's in the venue. And in this particular place, a mid-double is a good fish. I have had 20s before, but they are few and far between. You're more likely to catch a smaller fish. But they all count, and as long as you're happy, that's what fishing is all about. I photographed it, returned it, and it's now gone back to its watery home. Got another fish on. It's splashing there. It's a little bit bigger than the other one, but not a monster. But as I said, you can only catch what's in there. And hopefully I will catch this. We'll land it anyway, should I say. It's almost at the net now. Another comment. Yes. That's what we like to see. Enfolded in the mesh of the net. Fish number 3. It's a mirror this time. Only a small one again. But it's better than blanking. And here it is, a beautiful looking mirror carp. It's now actually quite a nice evening. You wouldn't believe the weather, would you really, in the UK? No wonder we talk about it so much. The sun's out. You wouldn't think that a few hours ago we had torrential downpours, although, can you hear that? The banks are extremely muddy. They bear the evidence of the weather we've had. The main thing is for us as anglers, just go fishing anyway, regardless of the conditions. Maybe target the right species, certainly venues and all those other factors that are variable. We need to take them into account, but ultimately the only way you get fish on the bank is to get out there and get your bait in the water. On the clips you've just seen, I did 2 overnighters, and can you believe it, the highlight was a white clawed crayfish. No carp at all put in an appearance. Mind you, I was very happy to see those. They are one of our rarest creatures now in the UK. I'm on my final outing of the week. I'm doing another overnighter. I've got the baits out, the rods are already fishing. It's a beautiful day. I'm probably looking towards dusk and through the night when I've got a chance of getting a fish. On one rod I'm fishing a 16mm cranberry pop-up, and on the other I'm fishing an M2 14mm, again popped up, and I've got that dipped, and both of them have been flavoured. Some enhancer has been added to the boilie to give it that extra boost. I'm fishing over ground bait, and of course, as you can see from the clip, some pellets in there as well, and corn steep liquor. As always, I'm hopeful. The rods are out there, and I'm expecting that screamer to come any time once the sun starts to set. And finally, for those who are interested in camera techniques, I'm filming this in my shelter, stretched back on my bed chair, and the camcorder is balanced between my knees. No fish during the night, my third consecutive blank, but that's the way it goes. But to see the big picture, I did catch those fish at the start of the week, so overall I haven't actually been a blanker for the week. But I did have a great sunrise, and I had a little visitor pop by at first light right next to my rods. And if you're out and about yourself, tight lines, and I'll see you next week. Don't forget to check out my website. Details are coming up right now on the screen.